Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm going to do the new arrival video for December 3rd, 2021. Decent amount of stuff, couple of box sets. First thing here was actually a Record Store Day pushback, but also there's 3 pre-orders I wanted to talk to you guys about. Pretty cool. They're doing Star Wars Episode 4, 5, and 6. They're doing them as Japanese pressed soundtracks. They actually look pretty cool. I've got those available for pre-order. They're coming out sometime just, January next year, beginning of the year. No set date on that because with those Japanese imports, sometimes shipping gets delayed, especially now. But yeah, all right, but let's show you what actually is here. First thing is, this is a weird concept. I don't know really why they did it this way, but we've got the Gerry Garcia band. Finally on vinyl, this was gonna be a huge release for Record Store Day. They weren't able to get it out on time, and then they just made it a standard release. All right, we got the Gerry Garcia band, but there's 2 versions of it. There's essentially a deluxe version of it, and then there's a less deluxe version of it. Now, from what I can tell, you are getting exactly the same thing. You are getting 5 discs. It's a 5-disc box set, but the difference is the quality of the box. So you can see how this is a gold foiled, like linen box, and this is just a basic box. And according to the hype stickers, it's the same. So yeah, so for 20 bucks more, you're $89 for the deluxe version and $69, so 20 bucks, $60, $69 for the less deluxe version. I mean, this is nice. It's obviously going to sit better on the shelf. These linen boxes don't wear as much, but really this is the same thing for 20 bucks less. So yeah, I don't know why they did that. They should have maybe threw a sticker in here. Like, yeah, it's not a deluxe. I guess it is a deluxe box set. As in, box is deluxe. Nothing actually inside of it. I could be wrong, but it looks... Oh, actually, you know what? I see one more differentiating factor. This is a 180-gram vinyl. They consider this the limited collector's edition on 180-gram vinyl. And the non-deluxe version just says 5 LP box set. So you're getting a more deluxe box and you are getting 180-gram vinyl. That's a weird way of doing it. I'm actually going to be surprised. I'm curious at how it's going to go, how people are going to react to that. That's pretty bizarre, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, a couple of more titles from Black Jazz. Fantastic label, avant-garde jazz. This stuff was extremely rare on vinyl until recently here when Black Jazz started putting stuff back out. But we got Doug Carnes, Adam's Apple, and Calvin Keys, Proceed with Caution. If you like the avant-garde stuff, this is one of those iconic labels up there with Strata. Fantastic stuff. Not for everybody, but I'm a big fan of the avant-garde stuff. But on a side token, it drives my wife bananas. So not for everybody. Both of these are actually indie store exclusives on orange and black swirl and orange and black swirl pressing. They're limited 750 of each of these, so super rare to get these indie versions. They didn't do too many of them. Another pressing of The Matrix. This is clear with red pill and blue pill swirl vinyl. Alrighty. Some Black Label Society reissues, 1919. Eternal. Made in Canada. And, man, these were really heavily delayed when they first came out, but finally got the full allotment of these in. Kacey Musgraves Starcrossed. There's 2 different color variations on these, so you'll look online. There'll be 2 different versions of this. This is actually a fantastic album. I'm not a huge Gerry Mulligan fan. I mean, I like some of his stuff, but this is by far and away one of his best records. It's hard to get. It's expensive when you find an original. Yeah, and this is on a label called Newland. Now, what's interesting about this is the hype sticker. It's mastered from the original analog tape transfers. So pretty much probably what they're saying is it was digitized, it was brought from the original analog over to digital by Kevin Gray at Coherent, but it was done by Kevin Gray. So I'm guessing this sounds pretty fantastic. Printed and pressed at Palace on 180-gram vinyl. Includes an insert with rare photographs and words from Bill Crow. Great album, really hard to get. Jim Hall, Art Farmer's on there. Black Label Society, Stronger Than Death. This is a killer album. Eddie Hazel, guitarist for Funkadelic and Parliament back in the 70s. His solo album. Best 2 tracks on this are both covers. He does The Mamas and the Papas, California Dreamin', and he does I Want You, She's So Heavy, Beatles cover. Unbelievably awesome album. Killer funk. He was amazing. He was a huge part of the sound on those early Parliament records. This is an indie exclusive on Electric Blue Pressing. Maybe it's not an indie. It could just be on Electric Blue Pressing. But first time on colored vinyl. I guess that's kind of a claim to the fame here with this hype sticker. But not something that, when you find an originals, I think maybe in 7 years I've had one of these come in as an original. So not easy to find, but a great record. James Booker, True, live at Tipitana's. Sheryl Crow, live at the Capitol Theater, 2017 on double pink vinyl. DMX Greatest Hits, white and red splattered vinyl. Ben Watt, Storm Shelter. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Ultimate Collection. All right, so all you guys who've made it to this far, I forgot to mention at the beginning, I am actually getting a restock, and this is straight out of left field because I pretty much originally assumed that the Nirvana Nevermind 30th Anniversary Edition was actually going to replace the current in-print, all-analog Bernie Grundman cut. That is not the case. I have a massive amount of them coming this Friday. So go online to the website, get a restock notification in. That is the one to have. I did a shootout video on it. I'll stick by the fact that that 30th is not that good, although it has the nicest jacket I've ever seen on that record. The vinyl doesn't back up the quality of the cover. But the all analog, cut from the original master tape. Originally, the metal was used by ORG. I talk about it in my shootout. That's the one to get. I'm going to have a big restock of that in on Friday. So if you want that album, get the restock notification in. As soon as I have it in the system, you'll get an email or a text message. Brown Acid Comp, the 7th trip. I don't know why it took this long to get it for the holidays, but finally back in stock. Merry Christmas, Bing. One of the top 5 greatest Christmas albums of all time. Always sell out of it before the holidays. And actually, this is one of those, this Elvis, there's a couple of holiday albums that actually sell year-round. This one I've always tried keeping in year-round. I always try to order enough of them to get through the Christmas. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But this is an album that actually sells year-round. But manufacturers do not really like to keep holiday vinyl in stock year-round. They typically make enough for the season or what they think they're going to need for the season. Then it goes out of stock and you don't see it again until next year. Onesies, the Levitation Sessions, number 2. Cottonmouth Kings, Cloud 9. Fear Factory, limited to 1,000 on black and blue swirled, black, blue, and white splattered vinyl. This is a double. Jeff Rosenstock, Ska Dream. Reissue of Bush's Razor Blade Suitcase. This is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but because of supply chain trouble, we got it in December. But yeah, this is one of those benefit records. They do them all on pink vinyl. Supports Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Typically, they all come out in October, but we are significantly delayed. But here it is. It's not in print, so if you want it, this is the one to get at the moment. MF Doom's Our Face. I'm almost positive that this was a Record Store Day Essential title. Doesn't have a sticker on it like some of the other ones, but I could have swore this was originally solicited to us as a Record Store Day Essential title. Culture. 2/7's Clash. This actually looks pretty good. I'm going to get this myself. Johnny Cash at the Carousel Ballroom, 1968. I think I showed this last week. I'm not 100% sure, but been a busy week. I don't know about you guys. Anything new with you guys? I know I've been a little bit busy. Just things going on, you know. But good set list. This is kind of my favorite era of Johnny Cash. You know, he's with June. They're doing a lot of the melody stuff. They're doing some Carter family stuff. But double disc. So you're going to get some Johnny Cash stuff. You're going to get some Carter stuff. Carter family stuff. Wild Windflower. Foggy Mountaintop. Looks good. The Tedeschi Trucks with Orchestra Victoria live at Hammermill. Another Black Label Society. Probably one of their more popular albums, Mafia. And The Blessed Hellride. All right, my favorite. Of course, this should come as no surprise to people watching this channel. My favorite release that they have announced this week is LA Woman's By the Doors, LA Woman. This is the deluxe, what do they call this? 50th anniversary? 50th anniversary. Now, it's unfortunate this is a mostly CD box set, but it is one disc. You've got the original album as an LP, and then you have 3 CDs. But you have 2 hours of newly mixed audio from the original multi-track sessions. I'm guessing a lot of this has officially been never released. Actually, yeah, so tracks CD 1, track 12 is previously on issue, so they throw a bonus track on CD 1 plus the original album, and then you've got 2 discs of unreleased material. So this is actually one of my favorite albums of all time. They've done these box sets for almost their whole catalog. They're all numbered. They did a decent amount of them. This is 18,626. Nice foil cover on the box set, but man, they did the Morrison Hotel version of this was just killer. They did some of the tracks as a Record Store Day release. They took some of the bonus material, but them doing Roadhouse Blues, I mean, I played, you know, they did like 10 takes of Roadhouse Blues, but they were all so drastically different than one another. I played that in the store for like days straight. You'd come into the store for just days. All you would hear is different takes of Roadhouse Blues and Hyacinth House. It was fantastic though. But yeah, looking forward to it. And a Skid Row box set. This is the Atlantic Years. So we've got Skid Row, Slave to the Grind, Beside Ourselves, Subhuman Race, and Subhuman Begins on Tour. Kind of shows everything in the box there. And we got another. I think they backload all these box sets. I'm starting to get a vibe here that all these box sets are meant for the holiday season, because it is just, I've got box set piles and piles of box sets all over the store at this point. And now we have the Overkill box set. The Atlantic Years, 1986 to 1994. Taking Over, Under the Influence, The Years of Decay. Can't read that one. That might be self-titled, and that might be self-titled, but that's what we're going with. But yeah, all right, guys. So don't forget, I have a live stream, actually, a Q&A this Sunday, first Sunday of the month. I'll probably do it at around noonish Arizona time. I'll announce it the day before. You guys will get preview emails. Should be a lively one. I think there's things people are going to want to ask me. You know, the Q&A is always really popular, but it'll be me and Angel doing Q&A. We'll talk about how Record Store Day went, you know, whatever else you guys come up with. We'll field questions. So yeah, guys, check us out online, www.theingroove.com. Until next time.